stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
8-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your
4, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to find Isabella. Version anyway.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season. Utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep for gain. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and
a carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Taken down right.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 13. Check 37.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Niners 14, Cardinals 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a handoff for Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Good track. There we go, Mike 20.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That's the way. Mike, check. 59. Sure. Big Ace.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Murray, and he hits Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Crunch. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Niners 14, Cardinals 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
What
a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cardinals 10. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
It got his man complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, Mike 20.
To throw again. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Isaiah Simmons on the
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On second down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On second and goal, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 98 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Niners 21, Cardinals 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
he was...
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Mike 59. Mike 59. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
To throw is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 13.
13 yards there and a Niner first. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Simmons on the tackle.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
Here we go.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st down, 49ers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 13. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
A gain of 50.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taylor Gabriel. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score, Niners 28. Cardinals 25. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. And a chance. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Coleman. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am